Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be teaching you how to make this granny square, as I know a lot of you have said that in my recent video that all of the tutorials that you found just haven't worked for you, so hopefully this one will. And if you like this tutorial, please give it a like, and if you found this unhelpful, I'll be open to feedback because this is my first tutorial and I want to get better at making them. So for this tutorial you'll need a crochet hook. I'm using a 5mm one, a pair of scissors, and 2 balls of wool if you want to make one that looks exactly like mine, but if you want to change up some of the colours then that's completely fine too. I'm going to start with this light pink wool, but you can start with any colour that you like. We're going to make a magic ring and a slip knot first. So how you make a slip knot is you put your wool in a U shape. You of course can use a different method if you want. You pick it up with your fingers, your thumb and pointer finger on the end of the wool, and these 2 fingers in between this loop here. You're then going to grab this, the working side of it, which is the wool attached to your ball of wool, and have the 3 fingers like that. You're then going to, using your right hand, going to twist once to make a goldfish shape. You're then going to grab with these 2 fingers your working wool and pull it through the loop. You're then going to insert your hook into the loop, tighten it, and you have a slip knot. You can re-watch this part of the video, or maybe you can go watch another video which I'm sure would be more helpful, as this is just my first time teaching it. We're now going to do 3 single crochets and we're going to try and make a magic ring, and I'm going to be using the chain 2 or 3 method. So how this works is you're going to chain 3 and then do a slip stitch into the last chain. So you're going to wrap over and pull through. Wrap over and pull through. Wrap over and pull through to get 3 chains on like the wool. You're then going to insert your hook into the 3rd stitch from your hook. So 1, 2, 3, insert it. You're then going to wrap round. You're going to have 2 loops on your hook, and then this bit of wool, you're going to then use that wool to pull through both the stitches on your hook. So you're going to end up with kind of like a circular looking thing, and you're going to find the centre of it because you'll need that later. It may be hard at first to find it, but once you get used to it you'll be able to find it straight away. So it's the middle bit, so it'll be that bit there. You're going to chain 2, so wrap round and pull through, wrap round and pull through. We're then going to do the double crochets into the middle of the circle, well, the magic ring. So you're going to wrap round, put your hook into the middle of the circle. So you have 2 loops on your hook and you're in the middle of the magic ring. You're then going to wrap round, pull through, so you have 3 loops on your hook. You're then going to wrap round, so you kind of have 4 now. Pull through 2 of them. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Wrap round again, pull through 2. That is a double crochet, and we're going to do another one of those into the magic ring. So you wrap round, pull in the middle of the circle. You have 2 chains and the magic ring on your hook. Wrap round, pull through the middle of the magic ring, wrap round, pull through 2. You've now got 2 loops on your hook. Wrap round, pull through 2. That's the first part. So in a granny square, this would be those 2 parts, and we're going to make 4 of those. So first, after every corner we're going to chain 2, so it's the wrap round, pull through, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets in the magic ring. So we're going to wrap round, put into the middle, got 2 loops on your hook, not including the magic ring, pull through the magic ring, wrap round, pull through, wrap round, pull through. You're now going to do that again. So you're now going to do that another time. And now you have 2 parts of that. You're now going to chain 2 like you did earlier. 1, 2, and you're going to continue the same thing. So you're going to do chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and that should finish the round. So now I'm doing the 3 double crochets. So now you're going to chain 2 again and do 3 double crochets. So it's the wrap round, pull into the circle, you've got 2 loops on your hook and the magic ring, wrap round, pull through, wrap round, pull through the 2 loops, wrap round, pull through the other 2 loops. And then you're going to do that 2 more times. You're nearly finished with your first round, so you're gonna chain 1 and then you're gonna slip stitch into this stitch here. So a slip stitch again is where you insert your hook into the stitch and you're gonna wrap round, pull through both of the loops, and now you have your first round of your granny square. So this would be that part, and well done. We're now going to move on to the second round. This is now where you chain 3 and then you're going to double crochet into this hole here. So you're going to double crochet 3 times into that hole. So after you've double crocheted 3 times into that hole, you're then going to chain 2 and then double crochet 3 times into the hole again. So you'll end up with 6 double crochets in each hole. Of course, if you didn't find this clear enough, then you can rewind the video again and watch it again. So then you're going to chain 1 this time and not 2, as I like it to be tighter, but you can chain 2 if you want. You're then going to do 3 double crochets into that. And like this one over here, you're then going to chain 2 and do another 3 double crochets into that hole. Now you're halfway done with the second round. So now you're going to chain 1 again. And you're going to do 3 double crochets into that hole, and it's basically just going to be the exact same as these 2 holes. So 3 double crochets. You're then going to chain 2 like you did with the other 2, and you're going to double crochet 3 into that hole. You're then going to chain 1 and double crochet 3 times into that hole. You're then going to chain 2, but this time you're only going to double crochet twice into this part. Always on the last one you only double crochet twice, because when we chain 3 right at the start of the round, that makes up for the stitch that we didn't do. So then we just do a slip stitch, which is we just insert it into this hole here and we wrap round and we pull through. So it actually looks, even though we didn't do 3 double crochets, it actually looks like we did do 3. Also, the reason why it's so important to chain in between every 3 double crochets is because that's the hole that you'll be crocheting into next round. You may think it looks a little different, but that's because I had to stop the video because I've got my nails done. But anyway, continuing on, you're going to bring in the new colour now because we're into the dark pink part. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, but instead of wrapping around with the pink, you're going to wrap around with this darker pink, and then you're going to pull through like that. You're then going to turn your work over, and with the non-working end, the end that's not attached to the wool, you're going to tie a knot to the pink wool. You can then cut this pink wool off. And now we're going to start on the darker pink section. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2 and you're going to do 2 double crochets in here. And then you're going to do 1 single crochet and then 3 double crochets, 2 single crochets around the corner, another 3 double crochets, one slip stitch, 3 double crochets, 1 slip stitch, 3 double crochets, 2 chain, 3 double crochets, 1 chain, 3 double crochets. Right, so yeah, that's kind of what you keep doing around it, but I'll just film myself anyway. I'm sure you get the hang of it by now, but if you don't remember, you can always go back and re-watch the video. So here is where you chain 2. So always at the corners you chain 2, but when you're at the sides you only chain 1, if that makes sense. So this is where you chain 1, so at the sides, and then another 3 double crochets. Now we're going to chain 1, 3 double crochets. No. I think I have a knot in my work. Sorry about that. So this was like the end, but it wasn't tied together for some reason. So I tied it together, and don't worry if that happens because you can always just tie a knot and then you can weave in the ends, which I'll also show you how to do. So that's chain 2. Double crochet. Just don't crochet those ends in. So we're going to chain 1, double crochet 3 times, chain 1, double crochet 3 times, chain 2 because it's a corner, double crochet 3 times. It's very repetitive, so on the next round, when we finished this 3rd round, on the 4th round basically, 4th and final round, you kind of just do this pattern. So like I said earlier, on the sides between the 3 double crochets you always do 1 chain, but then when you have the sides you chain 2. It's very repetitive, and of course if you want to add more rows than I have done, then you can, because like I said, it's literally just doing that over and over again basically. So we are nearly at the end, so once you finished round 3, you're just going to slip stitch into that stitch, which remember is you put your hook into that stitch, you wrap around, you pull through, and then you've got 2 loops on your hook, pull through that loop. So this one we're going to chain 3, I believe. Yeah, we're chaining 3. And then we're going to double crochet 3 times in here. We're then going to chain 1 because it's a side, double crochet 3 times, and then because this part is a corner, we're gonna chain 2, double crochet 3 times, gonna chain 1 because it's a side, then double crochet 3 times, and it kind of just goes like that. So if you want to skip forward, then of course you can, but for anyone who's still a bit confused, then I would recommend that you stay a bit longer. Oh no. Okay, so because it's a side, you chain 1, then double crochet 3 times. So remember, a double crochet is where you wrap your wool round, go into the hole, you wrap around your wool again, bring it through 3 loops on your hook, wrap round, pull through 2, wrap round, pull through 2. Okay, you're gonna chain 1 because it's a side. It's fine if you mess up your stitches like I have done just there. I messed it up a bit, so all you need to do is just pull your working wool and it will unravel. So don't worry if you mess up too bad, because remember, it's always undoable and you can always go back and check you've done it right. So then, because it's the corner, you chain 2 this time and then double crochet 3. So on the corners you always chain 2 and then you have like 6 double crochets in one hole, but then on the sides you have 3 double crochets in one hole. and that means like, and that's because if you kept the same amount, so if you had 1 in each corner, that would mean that your work would like not lie flat. So you see how it's lying flat, it would like crease up like that. So make sure in your corners you have 6 double crochets and not 3 like the sides. So like that's 3 double crochets, that would be 6 in one hole. So yeah. Okay, chain 1, double crochet 3, chain 2 this time because it's a corner, double crochet 3 in the same hole, chain 1, double crochet 3 in this hole, of course this is like the same pattern, like, so if you wanted to increase the amount of rows that you have, then that's completely fine. Like if you wanted to do an extra row, then all you've got to do is the same thing, which is just that on the sides you only have 3 double crochets in each hole, but then on the corners you have 6 double crochets in each hole. So yeah, it's really easy if you know how to crochet, but I know as once a beginner myself, it is harder for beginners, especially because it's like kind of like a peculiar, not really natural hand movements. Obviously it's natural as you go on. I've been crocheting for about maybe, I think nearly 2 years this summer. I started so maybe I've been crocheting for like a year and like 3/4, like 3/4, because I started in the summer because I saw loads of people crocheting really cute plushies on YouTube, and I just thought I need to know how to crochet, so I just followed a few tutorials on YouTube, and at first my plushies, they weren't that good, but I promise it does get better and you will be able to do it more. So now this is the last stitch or like crochet on this granny square, so you're going to insert, it's going to be a slip stitch because you're making that join to be 3 like that. So you set your hook, wrap round and pull through. To finish it off, if you don't know how to, then you just pull your hook and you just cut. And then you just pull the wool out. And there you have it. You have now made your first granny square, or if you just forgot how to make one, then you've made a granny square. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found this helpful. I really hope that you did, and thank you for watching. Bye!